Hey guys, my name's Allison and welcome back to my channel. So I've been wanting to do this video for quite some time and I'm excited. So let's just go ahead and get started because I feel like a lot of people just don't understand why it costs so much to groom your dog. You know, they're like, I can get it, especially men, not to single anybody out, but their haircuts are cheap, like compared to women. And they're always like, I can get my haircut for $30. You know, Joe, I am so happy you can get your haircut for $30. But that's not how much it costs for your dog. So I want to show you why and explain everything that is just on the cusp of what goes into how we price your pet's groom. All right, first I think we have to start with our equipment. So clipper, $400. Another clipper, this one's about $200. So we're already at $600 in equipment with two items. And then we have all of our blades that go on our clippers. And by the amount of blades that just I have and the price of each, I'm estimating that I have about $500 worth in blades, and that's not counting sending them off and having paying to have them sharpened. Like that's a whole different ballgame. So 400, 200, about $500 in blades, which is quite a bit. And then let's just go into like brushes. We've got, this is $60, this is $60, this is $60, this is about $40, I think. So we're at least $200 in brushes, and those are not all the brushes. I'm just trying to give you all a good idea of how some of this works. We got, these are each like $35 a piece and actually discontinued and now go for like hundreds on Amazon, which is kind of crazy because they're a really hot tool. But so let's just call it an audible and say 50 a piece. And then we've got 100, 200, 100, 100. These are my cheaper scissors. I've got other ones I just sent off to be sharpened. And then we come over here, we've got 500 and 400. So the prices get pricier fast, let me tell you. Then we have just some combs. You know those things we always tell you to use at home. All right, so this, it was, I think around 50. I didn't price check these, guys. I use these tools every day. I bought them. I know about what I paid for them, so shoot me if I'm like off by a little bit, but like it's pretty accurate. Do you see that hair? All right, about $50 Chris Christensen comb. $100 Utsumi Half Moon. I think it might be a little bit less, but it's about 100. Definitely $100 Utsumi Pink Line. This one's a freebie. This one's like 20 bucks. We've got more though, don't worry. $100. This one is a Mavis comb with this one, and I think for the set it was 100. And then I've got $70. $70. Like, what does that bring our total to in just combs? I don't know. Okay, I did some quick math. We are at almost $550 in just dog grooming combs. Just so we're all on the same page. So these are just some tools that I use every day. So these are not all of the tools that I use more. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a look. Oh, wait. I forgot one of the most important ones because this one was decently expensive. Dremel from Lowe's, because your all's big dogs destroy my little Dremel and I have to keep buying new ones. So this is like my 5th one of the year, and I am not going to be needing to buy a new one because this one is heavy duty. I have no idea. I forgot whether I bought this at Lowe's. I've totally forgot. But the Dremel bit just the Dremel bit was $150. So, and it's specifically made for dogs. It's not those little sandpaper ones. It's to not catch their hair. It's from Whitman's. It's the Demigroove Dremel bit. So that by itself was $150 just to do your dog's toenails. So when you complain about your toenails being $20, like wear and tear on my $150 bit. So I think that covers just some of the basics that I use every day. Then we've got like not even my dryer back here. This was $375, I think. I'm not, like maybe $350, somewhere around there. This is just the dryer that I keep at my table. There's the bigger industrial dryers in the back. So this is just stuff at my station that I need and use every day on pets. So as you can see, we've got quite an expensive array of items already. And we haven't even talked about education yet. Okay, so dog grooming is not a licensed career. You don't have to go to school, but you can go to school, and there are many different schools that are out there. I went to school. My schooling was $10,000 that I had to pay, and that was for, I think, 6 months or so. I then decided to stay on for another 1.5 years to get a lot better, further, more advanced education. And I also travel. Well, traveling has come to a screeching halt due to COVID, but pre-COVID, I was traveling once a month to shows all around, like going to Georgia, Florida, Ohio, Pennsylvania. I'm trying to think of where they all are. Yeah, there's a lot. There's way more. But then you've got the West Coast shows. There's just, it's like, then you've got like hotel fees, you've got my entry fees I pay to compete. And then we can also just throw in the price that I've paid for my dogs, because that is an investment I made to better my quality of work. If I don't have anything to practice on and like work on this more in depth and work on my scissoring skills, I'm not going to be good at what I do for you all. So I specifically have gotten 2 dogs, just for work, but I mean, I love them dearly, don't get me wrong. But if I didn't do this job, I probably wouldn't have gotten those specific breeds. So that runs me at, close to $4,000. And then education was $10,000, and then all the shows that I go to, I've done the math, I spend about, I don't even want to say the number because it's traumatizing, but $12,000 on shows a year. So I've done that for a couple of years, and let's just add in everything we've got here. We are somewhere near, and I don't even want to say the number, around 30,000 and everything. So that I've invested in myself to be able to make your all's pets as beautiful as possible. And I will say I do think 30,000 is the low end of that number. I didn't even get into sprays and product. I didn't even talk about shampoo. That is like, the tubs, my table is an equipment tool that I bought. That was $1,000. But I mean, like, let's just not even touch the surface of that. I'm just wanting to talk about the very cusp of why your dog might be expensive when it comes to getting a haircut. So I would have to say most of you all had no idea that things cost this much, and we wouldn't do it if we didn't love it. But it's really hard and hurtful when people are upset over our prices. I price what I value my time as, so how much I've spent in education. You know, I have to take time out of work to travel to these shows, and I don't have to go to the shows. No, I don't have to. But to be where I am today, I think it is a very crucial part of the process, which is why I wanted to make sure that was included in there. So, I mean, we've got some things, there's more up there, and there's a ribbon there, and there's a ribbon there, but I mean, like, at the end of the day, these things just help me be better at my job every day for my clients, and that's really what it's all about. Because without you guys, I wouldn't be here. So, I just wanted to shed some light. There's really not much else I think I have to say. I just wanted to show you all how expensive things are. Nobody believes me. You guys know I'm giving you a hard time, but I love you dearly. Thank you so much for just coming and listening to this video. It means the world just for you to give me your time and let me explain to you why what I love isn't cheap, and it shouldn't be cheap. If you do find somewhere that is kind of baseline bottom of the tier price as far as grooming goes, it might not be a good thing. Not always. I mean, I'm sure there are great and cheap people, but usually that means like they're using outdated things, they haven't furthered their education. Like, there's so many things that go into play as to why someone might be expensive, someone might be cheaper. And I just encourage you to always do research when you find your groomer, or when you're trying to find groomer. Many of us have Instagrams where we post our grooms. Just type in like your area, like Kentucky Groomers, or like more specifically this area that you're from, like Louisville Groomers or something. You can type that into Instagram and we're gonna pop up. We're going to pop up, and I would be happy to talk with you about any of your grooming needs to make sure that we're the right fit, because it's truly a process that we have to build a bond with your animal, and it's really hard when you go all over the place and you switch groomers, and it just becomes really difficult. And this is turning into what the video was not about, but I just obviously felt the need to talk about it. But thank you for your time, because seriously, that's all I can ask. So I hope this sheds some light on it, and I hope you have a great time next time you drop your dog off at the groomer. I hope you appreciate your groomer maybe a little bit more, or at least don't complain about their prices, and don't complain about their price increases. That happens as well, and it's just a part of living. Our rent goes up, our tools become more expensive, and it's kind of crazy. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment so I can know what you all prefer, and follow me on Instagram at Animal Arts by Allison. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. All right, bye.